How you doing, folks? Welcome again to Wildlife Wednesday. For more than 8,000 years, Ireland, which is the most westerly country in Europe, has been a totally isolated island, separate from both Britain and the European continent. This separation means that although we have a relatively large selection of bird species, we have fewer breeding birds than our neighbours. Many birds are migratory, and many of these migratory species are rare or unusual in Ireland, despite the fact that they are common residents across the Irish Sea in Britain. The fact that Ireland has been an isolated island for over 8,000 years means that several species which are widespread in Britain and elsewhere in Europe, birds which do not move great distances, are absent here. Birds such as tawny owl, willow tit, marsh tit and nuthatch, plus most woodpecker species. In addition, Ireland's mild weather means resident birds have an advantage over visitors in terms of early breeding and choice of best habitats. It's also true that Ireland has fewer habitat types than Britain and continental Europe, with fewer deciduous woodlands, Scots pine forests, heaths and high mountains. Lacking these habitat type means that we do not have the species that would normally inhabit them. One exception to what I've just said about absent birds is the great spotted woodpecker, which of its own volition has colonised broad-leafed forests in certain areas of Ireland, particularly along the east coast. Because it's a new addition to our bird family and because some people may not be familiar with it, here's a little rundown of its appearance, feeding and breeding habits. And before I continue, I'd like to thank Niall Hatch of Birdwatch Ireland for allowing me to use their website as a fact-checking source of information, and in some instances to quote directly from its text, as with parts of this description of the great spotted woodpecker. The great spotted woodpecker is about the same size as a missel thrush. If you're lucky enough to get a clear sighting, you'll see a distinctively black and white bird. The face, throat and underparts are white, while the back, rump and tail are black. It also has a large white patch at the base of its wings, while the vent is pale red. In flight, the wings are mainly black with obvious rows of spotting on the primaries and secondaries. The adult male of the species is identified by a small red patch on the back of the head. Adult females have a black nape and crown. The most frequently heard call is a loud kick, which I have no intention of trying to imitate here, and it's given in a continuous series when the bird is agitated. It does not sing, but has a distinctive drumming display, which can be heard from early spring onwards. And these drums last about 1 or 2 seconds. It feeds on insects found in wood as well as pine cones in autumn. During the breeding season, it may also take the eggs and chicks of other birds and will visit garden bird tables in suburban areas. Currently, only a handful of pairs breed in Ireland, usually in oak woodlands with some coniferous woods nearby. It's a common species in Britain and continental Europe and frequently visits bird feeders in gardens. It breeds in nest holes which it excavates in decaying wood. Great spotted woodpeckers remain on their territory during winter, with young birds moving away to new territories in autumn. Here's hoping that this beautiful addition to the Irish bird list continues to thrive and multiply, not only here on the East Coast, but in other parts of the country as well. And if recent reports are to be believed, it would appear they have indeed increased in number. Birdwatch Ireland is now saying that possibly as many as 50 pairs are breeding successfully. And reports from counties other than those on the East Coast, such as Carlow and Kilkenny, suggest that inland counties may soon have a resident population. There have even been reports of sightings from as far away as Mayo. So the future is looking bright for these beautiful birds. I put together a slideshow of the photographs I've been lucky enough to capture of this special bird. I hope you enjoy it.
1, 2.
Well, thanks again for watching Wildlife Wednesday, folks. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and if you did, I'd be grateful if you'd give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And when you do, don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified every time I upload new content. Till next week, stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands and continue to maintain social distancing. You never know, the life you save may be your own. Take care, folks. Bye.